Hey there, everybody. Good morning from the workshop. And these are some of the spoons that we've been working on over the last few days. And that one is not done yet. And this one is not done. These are the ones that we've been putting inside of our preservative stuff and sealing them up and stuff. Really getting some nice color to them. Yep, doing really good. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, this one right here, that's a really nice colors to it. Yeah, this one here is still in blank form, but we'll get to him shortly. And this is one that a whole piece of 2x4, non-pressure treated 2x4 we just picked up and made a little coffee scoop out of it. But we're still working on this one. And this guy, this one's gonna have some really nice color when it gets done. Kind of experiment with a thinner profile type spoon. And this is the one that we were currently working on. All right, but before we go any further, we had a channel send me some stickers, and I wanted to do a shout out to them. And then we had one of our good friends, Lower Michigan Adventures, aka Jimmy Boy, send us a package, and we definitely wanted to give a shout out to them. So for those, and we'll get on this way. Hear that woodpecker out there? Going to town, man. Going to town. All right. Nice little letter from our friend, the outlaw camper, Jack. All right. Let's take a look at some of these here stickers. YouTube. There we go. All right. All you need, if all you got is what you got, that's all you got. Yeah, that's right, man. All right. All right. The outlaw camper. Let's do our fingers like this. There we go. The outlaw camper. There we go. Isn't that pretty? It's really nice. Like I said, this is from the outlaw camper. Jack, so drop on by and visit with him. Roger, good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, we'll put this back up in our envelope. Okay, put this over here. You can see some of our spoon projects drying in the background. Anyway, our friend from Lower Michigan Adventures, aka Jimmy Boy, sent us a package, and we're going to take a look at what he put up in here. All right. Definitely nicely wrapped. Okay, check this out. All right. Check this out, man. All right. Isn't that cool? Ferro rod. Dad cars, what's up? Isn't that pretty cool? Oh yeah, we definitely gonna give this and that is number 7. Okay. Let's take a look at what's over here. In a little bag. Oh yeah. I got ourselves some fat wood. Some striker. and some of the shavings. Oh yeah, we're gonna give this a test out here one day here real soon. But man, Jimmy boy, I appreciate it so much, man. Bud Files, good to see you. All right, but anyway, this came from Lower Michigan Adventures. AKA Jimmy boy. Man, that's outstanding. So, pretty active morning out there. A lot of tree cutting going on and planes flying by, and you name it, it's happening. Anyway, this is like I said, these are some of the spoons that we put in the preservative the other day. Not just spoons, but coffee scoops and stuff. This one really has some nice colors. All right, we'll put that one over here. Pretty cool little coffee scoop. Almost looks like fat wood. It's so got that unusual color to it. This is one that we've been working on. It's really nice colors. This is really one seriously old piece of wood, man. But really came out good. Need to do a little more sanding on him, I think, but pretty nice. I've been kind of experimenting with spoons with a little bit lower profile, more narrow, I should say. Nice little scoop, or the child baby spoon. All right, and this is a little coffee scoop, a little piece of 2x4 non-pressure treated, just laying out there. So we kind of made a little scoop out of it. All right, this is like a spoon ladle that we've been working on. Unusual shape, but that's the thing about wood. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff. And this is a piece of ambrosia maple that we've been working on and still working on the shaping. I think the spoon bowl needs to be shaped just a little bit differently, but it'll be pretty cool. Anyway, let's turn you this way. And this is what we were working on this morning. All right. Yeah, anybody's got a video coming out, live or something like that, you want to tell everybody when it is, feel free to do that. I definitely don't mind y'all interacting in such a way. A little hook knife, and we're going to do a little bit of work on the bowl. Like I said, maybe be careful with these things. They'll put a hurting on you. Yeah, and they are sharp. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. It's really starting to warm up here in Virginia. It's, I don't know, 40 something Fahrenheit, 45. It's supposed to get to like 57, 58, and they're talking about later in the week it's supposed to get really warm. And we got that lunar eclipse coming up, that blood moon. Might set the cameras up for that. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how clear it is and everything. All right, let's get our sand block here. All right, you tell me what you think. All right, we've been experimenting with spoons that have a little bit more narrow profile. You think better with no crank, which is the straightness, or something with a curved crank? which one makes more sense for camping? I'll let y'all weigh in on that one. Anyway, this piece of wood right here, that thing's, it is old. I had I say old timer here. I'll be 65 years old in November, but I had an old timer one time telling me, yeah, we make forks now and again, not very often. I'm trying to. There used to be one out that I did not long back, sitting out here. I'm not sure where it's at, but yeah, we do forks now and again. Mostly, I think I like prefer spoons and scoops and stuff like that. So I know it's in here somewhere. There's like dozens of them just sitting around. So it's around here. Piece of junk scoop that blank that we made the other day. It's got a low profile. It's still drying, and then we'll kind of take it down a little bit more. And I called this like a little baby spoon, kid spoon. All right. Hey, Will, you like the straight one for camping? Yeah, I kind of do too. I mean, the ones with the crank are nice. They're cool and a little more tricky to make, but for camping, less likely to break this thing. And at least I think. But let's see here. Here is what I've been kind of toying with. All right, this is generally the type of thing that I make quite often. All right, imagine this in your hand, coming at your mouth with your soup or whatever like that. Is it easier to deal with something like that, or something like this? However, but that's the thing about wood. Yeah, I mean, if you think it can be done, it can be done. Newfie Outdoors, good morning. How are you? All right, man. Let's see here. Donovan, too, man. Good to see you, man. Bank Beaters Outdoors, good to see you. All right. Y'all haven't been over to see Donovan's channel, man. If you love knives, I'll tell you what, he has some beautiful, beautiful stuff, man. Really do. Everybody in here has got their own unique, special way of doing it. Y'all reach out, make contact with each other if you haven't met each other before. Newfie Outdoors, how's everything up there? How's the weather? Starting to warm up down here in Virginia, USA. I don't think winter's quite over with yet, but it's definitely, starting to warm up some. A lot of the fruit trees are starting to bud out, and the dogwood trees and azalea bushes, and I've seen a few yellow jackets and bees and stuff. But slightly overcast today. Not too bad. Oh, Donovan, man, take care, man. Yeah, I love those First Blood knives, man. They're awesome. That is really, really awesome. Definitely in a different class than the little Ozark Mountain Special. So anyway, hope everybody's doing good. All right, man. GKX, I appreciate that, man. How's everything going for you? All right, we got our little needle file here. That way we can kind of Get all that junk out of the corner there. Alright, let's take a look at who is saying anything. Oh, she's not too bad here now, about -2, scattered flurries, and heading back to Yellowknife tomorrow. That's where it's cold, I bet. I bet. I can just imagine. Sound like a woodpecker over there saying Morse code. You hear him? Picked up a nice pile of logs yesterday from around over across the street there. Raven investigates paranormal. Good to see you. How's everything? It is officially 10 a.m. here. It's starting to get warmer now. You start hearing all the woodpeckers and see everything kind of blooming up and everything. And I've been making this raised bed planters from old repurposed wood and stuff. All good. All right, yeah. Also, need to get that done pretty soon, and we're probably about 7 weeks or so from planting a lot of stuff. And of course, I usually wait till for like beans and stuff. Wait till we get to the first part of May. By that time, it really starts heating up here. It's, it gets in the upper 80s Fahrenheit by that time and whatnot. But we are in severe weather season now, so thunderstorms, tornadoes, all that kind of stuff can pop up. But that's okay. Just pay attention to your surroundings, right? Did that time lapse last week. That storm came up. I mean, we knew it was coming. It didn't really kind of sneak up on us. We knew it was coming. So I ran the Osmo action in time lapse, and from morning up until when the storm came. And it's about the same depth that a normal spoon would be, and it's solid. Okay, man. Herbert T Outdoors, man. I noticed that you don't use anything between the vise and the spoon. Nah, not really. Not really too much worry about it, because it's. I mean, I could see if I was going to sell these things for hundreds of dollars, but I mean, I have a paper towel in here if I really wanted to do it, but it's old wood made from stuff that's found here around the woods and stuff. I really don't too much worry about it. Not much. I'm doing a raised bed and possibly a small greenhouse this year. Always good time in the garden. Yeah, it really is. It really, really is. I like it. But yeah, I really don't too much worry about making a mark on the thing. And of course, you got little strips of, board that you could put in there if you were so inclined. At this point, I'm still roughing it, and then I'll sit outside and break out my sanding block and just sand until everything is about as smooth as I want to get it. Y before X, good to see you. How's everything? Say if y'all have a live or a video being dropped or something you want to call everybody's attention to it, feel free to do that, man. I don't mind at all. All right, let's take a look at what it looks like from the backside. Just an old piece of wood. I want to say I picked this thing across the street. Yeah, that's something we talked about the other week. I like to leave a couple little marks, that way it looks like it definitely was hand done. Let's see, Herbert T. Outdoors. I have to make a slingshot for a challenge and plan on using a vise while sanding and utilizing skills I have observed you using. Awesome, man. Well, this particular vise is rotates. You unlock it, it'll rotate all the way around. Um, the older one behind where the camera is it's fixed, about the same weight and gripping power as this one. But I like it this one because if you're doing something you don't want to unvise it, you can kind of rotate it without too many problems, and you can just kind of bring your little handle up center point. That way it doesn't drag or anything. And there's a little bolt up underneath here that increases the torque on this. That way, if you're starting to notice there's a slide to it, there's a little bolt that you can tighten up, which gives the grip even a stronger bite on it, so to speak. But yeah, I think for like spoons and little small woodworking type programs, that vice I have similar to that one. You're awesome, cool. Yeah, they're real convenient. They do really well. So you can make a slingshot, huh? Awesome, man. That ought to be pretty interesting. I had thought about the other day maybe making one of those survival whistles, camp whistles. I don't know. Then somebody made a suggestion. Have you ever thought about making times? Yeah, we thought about doing that. But spoon coffee scoop seems to be the thing that I like doing the most. And let's see here. Let's take our little file here. Would have a little flare up in it. But the one guy from Japan said there's no such thing as junk wood. It can be made into just about anything. Everything, just what's the vision that you got in your head and the skill in your hands, I guess. Yeah. No such thing as junk wood or wasted wood. You're going to use it to make something, heat something up, get rot into the ground to make compost. Circle of life, I guess. This one's going to have a pretty unique color scheme to it, too. Kind of similar to this one. And I'm wanting to say that this probably came from the same limb, log, most likely. This particular piece, this coffee scoop, it has the most unusual sheen to it. And I'm not sure how that happened. In the backyard with Dell. Good to see you. All right. All right. Newfie Outdoors. Have a good day. And everyone, much love from Newfoundland. Don't forget to double tap and like the live. Man, I appreciate that. Safe journeys on your way back to Yellowknife and all that. And send my greetings to all you nice folks up north. And I've shown these before, but I'll show it to you again. These are sanding blocks. You can get them from Amazon. Come in different grits. And of course, each different piece of sand. Wood. You've been sanding something for a while with this, and then switch to something else, and it makes the appearance of the wood quite a bit different. You can actually see it changing. And then we got that really, really, really shiny sheen stuff that really brings out the color, or you can burnish it with a rock. All right. She's in her element. Yeah, I was just watching some of your videos a little while ago. Yeah, it was someone given to me by someone from Maine. Awesome. All right. Outstanding. She's in her element. Tell everybody about your other channel too. That way, I have no problem with people sharing information or telling them about projects or lives that they've got going, or other channels or anything else, man. Appreciate it. And for those of you who don't know, Dave Collier Camping is on Facebook too, and the channel's pretty decent size, and we're hooked up with Lower Michigan Adventures, Jimmy Boy, and so if you're looking for some new friends or a new place to share some of your videos, come on over. Between the two groups, it's probably about 4,000 members, maybe more. I don't know. It probably is more. All right, let's see who else. Yeah, New View Outdoors, take care, man. All right, let's turn this thing a little bit. Look at this. Doing a little work right there, I think. On end. All right. I talked to on one channel. He does a lot of carving with chainsaws, and we had talked about doing a giant spoon with a chainsaw. What do you think about that? Maybe he'll pop up here in a little bit. Imagine a 6-foot version of that. I tell you, pretty cool. All right, we got 17 people in the room. 9 thumbs up. I appreciate it. But spending a little bit of time with me here on a Monday morning in the workshop. We usually hang out in here about 1 hour and then move on to other things and whatnot. I think we're going to probably light the grill up today and try our hand at smash burgers. That's something I've never done before. I'm going to give it a whirl. All right, let's see. Raven, have you always made spoons? Spoons, coffee scoops. Made a sundial one time, and it's yeah, hit the thumbs up. It's free. Appreciate that. But this is just something that I've just always enjoyed doing. I'll be walking along the back property line and back there across the way, and I'll see a log or a limb or old piece of punky wood or something like that, and my brain says, "Ooh, that ought to be neat," And then when you start getting into it, you start discovering all sorts of unusual markings. I mean, it's just this thing here. That was nothing but a old picked up piece of stick across through there. Got a bunch of work doing it yet, but ambrosia maple. You can see all the spalting up in there. It ought to be pretty interesting. It laid out there in that muck and leaves and everything for a long time, and it gave the the structure of the wood are most unusual design. It's almost like like a black line went all the way through it. Really neat. And this one here, I've been working on it for a few weeks, and it had to dry up. But when I first picked it up, it was like almost like a sponge. And you can see how it's almost like the log started to fall apart in layers. Roger, good. I appreciate that, man. Yep. Let's turn this one around like this. Bring it over here. I heard a dog out there doing something. Probably sees a rabbit or something. Squirrel. Possum. Yeah, it's starting to get a nice smooth finish to it. We got this type of little sandpaper here. It's like mega fine grit. That's one of the last things you'll use. And yes, I wear glasses even when doing this. I sure do. R&B, how you doing? How's everything out in Arizona? Yeah, I wish I could lay my hand on that fork we made a few weeks back. It's in here somewhere. It's just like a bunch of stuff laying on the shelf. Let's see here. Yeah, here's a blank that almost dry. It's got a slight bit of a crank to it. We'll work on that guy. Most unusual markings inside the wood there. It almost look like might have been damaged at some point in time years and years ago. Then it healed itself. Ought to be pretty interesting. But it's got just the slightest crank to it. Yeah. Yep, good morning to you. Awesome, man. Lower Michigan. Jimmy boy, I just showed your package. Yeah. I appreciate it so much, man. You know it's gonna get used, right? We'll do another video on that, you know. And we also showed stickers from Outlaw Camper. So if y'all don't know Outlaw Camper, go visit Jack. Tell him Dave sent you. He's from up New York State, central New York State. Let's see here. Let me reach behind me real quick. Hole number 7. Yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah, well, there it is, man. Appreciate it. I love it. Yeah. I see you spend a lot of time doing this, man. This is awesome. Yeah. This is cool. Hole number 7. All right, cool. I love it. Yep. There we go. I think it is. I think it's really beautiful, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Retirement days. Good to see you. Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. Been kind of toying with a different style of spoon there, Jamie. What do you think? Jimmy boy. Lower profile. You know, more narrow in the bowl. And we were talking about what is easier to use while out and camping. A spoon like this with a nice serious crank to it. Crank being the bend of the handle, or something straight. I'm thinking this. this would be a lot easier to carry also, man. Oh, I rock, man. I appreciate that. I do, man. Yeah, I rock. I don't know about that, man, but I'm old. But let us work on this little right here where the handle meets the bowl. Sound like the Air Force is alive and well out there. This one will have some really nice colors to it. I really do believe so. But yeah. But yeah, this one right here, man. This is, when we finish this guy, this is really going to be cool. Well, I appreciate that, Jimmy, so much, man. Plenty of stuff to do. No shortage of wood on the ground, and every time we get a storm, we get something else added to our pile. A little bit of a high spot right there. I think I still prefer spoons with rounded handles and everything. I'm thinking about buying one of them little mini lathes. That way I can turn rounded spoon handles. Hey Jimmy, that would probably work good on your handles too, man. They cost about anywhere from $30 to $50. Little hobby lathes. You can find them on Amazon. All right, let's take a look. We're getting right close to that final shape, and let's work on this backside handle a little while. Get it all shaped up. All right, let's see here. All right, aren't they? The damage or imperfections are part of its beauty. It really is. That's how I look at it too. It's just when you hit those points in spoons that the wood has done unusual things, swirls and knots, and I mean, we'll never know exactly what went on to create this or do this, but yeah, let's see here. I'm thinking about getting the Vivor to send me to lead work with my woodworking project so I can showcase. What do you think? Well, why not, man? I mean, think about if you get the program going to the point where you no longer have to work a day job, you can actually do this, your projects and all that kind of stuff for a living. Why not? When you think about all the, for me, I think about all the spoons that I've made over the years. Let's see, Lower Michigan. Speaking into the phone, it messes up the wood star. Yeah, I understand. I do. I really do. Kind of like when you say something like bleep, and then you're like, no, I didn't mean to say that. I don't know. No. Trust me, I am one with fat fingers, and it's like you want to hit a Q and you hit an R. Yeah. So we're gonna have pork today, no steak. I'm sorry. And the only way to prevent that is to have iPhones that are big as iPads, right? Raven, what I do is most of them just sit right here in the shop, and I've given a number of them away. And um, what I like to do is if somebody wants to trade something, especially here inside of the United States, because it's a wood product, um, something that you make, you want to trade a spoon for something, you send me what you're going to send me, and I'll send you a spoon, you know, just tell me whether you're more interested in coffee scoops or spoons or flatter spoon or uh, more of a old colonial looking type spoon. No, my wife, she not much on going out there in the woods or the snow, or when we get that snow and stuff like that. She looks at me like, you're nuts, you're crazy, but this is what we live for. That's what you live for. But no, this stuff right here, spoons. I mean, if she's out and about, like as she finds an unusual looking log or something like that, or stick, she'll pick it up and uh, bring it home. Let's see here. Let me find that one. What to say? No, that ain't it. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah. This is just a piece of picked up stick, and we made it, and you can see where something was up inside the wood, and it looked like it healed itself or something else tried to grow. All right. Yeah, we're Michigan. Now, that's the same thing my wife does when it's really snowy and cold weather. She'd rather wait for better weather to go camping. Yeah, cool. Well, I like to get out there, especially in the cooler uh, weather, winter to cold to cool, because I mean, once you get up to May, June, July, August, September, and part of October here, it's not a whole lot of fun sitting in a tent and it's 95, 100 degrees, and the humidity's the same, about the same, and it's just not much fun. Can always get warmer, but trying to get cooler. And I know they make like the air conditionings and stuff like that, but I still prefer the hot tent camping and whatnot. But I live right here almost on the ocean, and you get up that time of the year, man, it's just the wind it goes nuts, Yep, like camping every season, especially winter. Yeah, that's my favorite for sure. Yeah, we got like 3 tents, 2 stoves, Coleman ovens, so 2 or 3. We got the old Lodge Dutch ovens, got all sorts of stuff to use and stuff. All right, let's turn it around this way. And what I normally do is start getting to the point where we're happy with the shape, I'll start sanding it like this, and then start rotating it in my hand. The big problem is when you get to a place where you think it's good, is knowing when to stop, right? It's kind of like seasoning a meal you're cooking. More salt? Maybe not. Before you know it, you've turned that piece of whatever that you really tasted good, and like, oh, it's messed it up. Definitely has some unique grain patterns in this one, but then every spoon is unique in its own way. And it depends on how much decoration you like, you can take an old coal roasting knife and etch designs into them and stuff like that. I do that from now and again. But most of the time, I just kind of like I let the uniqueness of the wood kind of show out. So, all right. See, don't you think anyone in the UK does this? I don't know. I'm trying to think. What's that one channel? I don't know whether he's UK or not. Andy Spoons. Try that one. I thought he was from the UK, but I'm not totally sure. Um, I think there was like one or two more, and I want to say they were up in northern England, near what, Scotland, I think. But yeah, try Andy Spoons. Type that in when you get a chance and see whether he's from the UK. Yeah, just Andy, ANDY, then Spoons. I think he sells stuff too. Yeah, they're not cheap either, though. But especially with the crazy customs and stuff going on here in the U.S. and what can get in, get out, and stuff. Yeah, it's got a nice texture to it. All right, let's see here. How long from start to finish does it take? You could actually do something if you sat down and the wood was reasonably dry, an hour, 2 hours. But I could tell everybody I'm retired now. I'll be 65 in November. I don't do anything with a rush. Um, I work on something for a little while, then move on to something, then come back to that and everything. And then as far as like doing a whole spoon on a video, I just kind of like to share it with everybody. So, Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you, man. Awesome. Well, I appreciate that, Raven. All right, very much. But just I like to say I'm just an old dude in a workshop. That's about it. And I know anybody could pick this up. Just once you do it a time or two, and then the little lights start going off in your head about how to do it a little different, or then you watch a few videos and you say, "Oh, I need that sandpaper," or "Oh, I need a hook knife," and to do the stuff, it's not a major investment in equipment at all. So, do I miss working? Absolutely, positively not. I tell you what, this morning early, we went to Walmart, and I mean, we weren't away from the house probably 2 minutes, and we seen two cars fly by us. Oh, I mean, in excess of 25, 30 miles an hour of speed over the posted limit. And I looked at my wife, and she looked at me, and she said, "Have you had enough people yet?" So no, I don't really miss it. The type of jobs I had, it was not exactly, you know, friendly all the time. It was kind of, like I said, 5 years in the U.S. Marine Corps. I guess that speaks volumes for its own self. But then 28 years carrying mail. I met a lot of nice people. I did, and well, not a lot, but some of them I'm in contact with to this day. But the weather, um, dogs, just and just the pure stress of trying to get all that stuff on the street accurately all the time in all sorts of weather. I appreciate that. And then the last 8 years that I worked for a local police department. And what I did was I was a non-weapon carrying individual, and I was assigned to a traffic detail. And but what I did is, like if the lights went out, pole got knocked down, bad wreck, I would hand direct the traffic. And I don't mind telling you that right there can be a task. You can be on your top game all the time. You know, traffic moving around at extreme speeds, but it doesn't even really have to be an extreme speed to get yourself hurt or get somebody else hurt. You know, really pay attention. So no, I don't really miss it, but it's I feel almost at total peace now. Does that make any sense? I guess, you know, total respect to all armed service. I appreciate that, Raven. Yeah, and that goes for any country for sure, man. I definitely appreciate that. But like I said, you know, you can almost imagine if you just kind of close your eyes and two people in the car or backing up, get on the road, and within 2 minutes see the craziness, the nuts, you know, and you're like, is there anything in this world that is that big of a rush to you know, drive that fast and everything? And so no, I don't really miss it. I like I said, I'm just at total peace. Um, I sleep when I want to. We eat when we want to. Actually, believe it or not, we actually still get up really early because my wife was in the military too. The same time I was, so we're used to getting up early, and we'll do breakfast really early. And our main meal of the day will come, you know, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and we'll spend the rest of the day with each other doing whatever that needs to be done, and makes living off the grid sound better, doesn't it? It does. Yeah, it really does. You know, and I guess it goes without saying all the crazy stuff we see on the news and stuff. It makes you just kind of like want to fold up and tuck yourself behind some big wall and stuff. And but you can hear outside, other than some jets flying around and birds and stuff. This is about what life's like for me now. It's just quiet, um, no drama. Kids are all grown and gone. Matter of fact, the oldest child, he's a sergeant in the police department, local police department, and the daughter, she um, got a master's degree in like history and all that kind of stuff, and she's on her own. And I can remember all those years running like crazy, you know, thinking about what it would be like to get to this point here where you're in your shop or in your shed or, you know, evening snack, man. Does it hurt if your hand gets stuck in? I would imagine it probably would, but the only way you can really do that is I'll show you. Yeah, they don't close fast, man. They're hand cranked. So if you're gonna sit there and wait for something to close in your hand that's moving that slow, yeah. But yeah, I would imagine it would hurt. All right, let's bring this one like this. Let's imagine it would. Your bigger problem would be getting cut with you know, hook knives and stuff, and they make gloves that you can wear, carving. I generally do not wear them. I like to feel what I'm touching and stuff. Yeah. Evening snack, man, huh? All right, man. So like I said, if you're gonna sit there and just let your hand lay in the path, you know, imagine it would hurt. Okay, let's take a look at the inside of this bowl real quick. Nice to finish the standing on there and throw the it together. We'll take it out and see what it looks like. All right, man. Is it dangerous if you get splinters and don't see to take them out? Well, every time I get a splinter, I just get my little tweezers here and take it out. I imagine with anything that stays in your skin, it could probably be dangerous or uncomfortable or something like that. But got a pair of tweezers around here. Yeah, they're there over there. But I've been doing this a really long time, and injuries are seem to be far and few between. So go slow, take it easy, enjoy yourself. Okay, let's do the rotate around in our hand, and it's a really light piece of wood. Probably just it may not even be as heavy as a regular metal spoon, but it's strong. Yep, we're getting there. Yeah, for sure are. Stephen died. It will give you an infection if you don't remove it. Yeah, I think it would. You're right. Now, what I do with them is I've got a food safe mineral oil in this little jar here, and I put some coffee grounds in it to make it give a dark color. So when we are done with it, we put it in there and we'll let it soak for 24 hours, sometimes 2, and then we'll take it out, let it dry out in the sun. And let's see here, this is one that we did the other day, and it's starting to get some really dry up nice. And this one here is really old. I mean, really, really old. Let's see here. But anyway, we are coming up at about 58 minutes, and I think we are almost about as sanded in this as we can get. We got a few little dimple marks in there, but that's okay. So what I do is I take this stuff, I'll shake it up. Like I said, this is food safe. Put it in there, stir it all around, get all that goodness juiced up, and then before sometimes the handles are small enough you can get the whole thing in there, but if not, we'll move it around a little bit, and there it'll sit for 24, 48 hours. Okay, and that's about what we do. Anyway, everybody, thank y'all for having spent this hour with me, and we'll see you again here in a day or two. So everybody take care. All right, baby, y'all take care. Enjoy hanging out with you in the chat. Have a great day, everyone. Be safe.